China's Trump told us how he went viral. And yes, it started as a guess. Employing the casual hyperbole of his presidential idol, the Chinese-language Trump gave our interview a 67 out of 10. He stated it evenly, cheerfully, with no doubt, like people do once they're standing in a megacity with enthusiasts seemingly on every avenue corner. Right here in Chongqing, southwestern China, population 32 million, commercial enterprise supervisor Ryan Chen has mastered an effect so uncanny that strangers stop ingesting lunch to look up, mid-chew, whence they hear his voice. As we moved through the crowded, fog-rimmed October streets, the same day as Trump's long-expected summit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in South Korea, Chen's fame have become apparent. Enthusiasts mobbed him like a Hollywood star. Another cell phone changed into his orbit. Another group photo. Another, "Can you do the voice?" And then comes his Trump shtick. Chen pairs his pitch-ideal Trump impact with the Trump-style salesmanship of the excellence of China. Delectable hot pot in Chongqing, the best, the finest. Glittering skylines that make his homeland seem like Hong Kong on steroids, absolutely outstanding. "Inquire from me, how do I feel today? I'll let you know. I feel awesome," Chen declared, with that mix of bombast and deadpan that's both satire and sincerity. Chen mimics Trump's voice with eerie precision, but it's a talent that's only been in the public sphere since a dentenay. And all because Chen lost a guess. "I went into a fact and dare with my friend, and I lost. And my friend dared me to do Trump, and put it on my account. See how it goes." The video went viral. For thousands across China, especially folks who watch the America from a concerned virtual distance, Chen became a one-guy portal into the American presidency without the clunky geopolitical luggage. Chen is now one of China's most popular English-language creators, with more than 2 million followers combined on Instagram and Douyin, China's version of TikTok. He understands the American media feed better than many who grew up inside it, a startling achievement for a man who's never been to the United States. And he uses his Trump accent to sell his homeland of Chongqing and China as a tourist destination. But on China's heavily monitored social media platforms, his videos walk a tightrope. "I try to keep everything non-political. I'm promoting my culture, my food, showing essentially what's real about China." That is how I found myself joining Chen for an afternoon, experiencing a meticulously curated Trumpian sales pitch of Chongqing. We ate lunch inside a packed restaurant with red checkered cloth tops and a dozen tables. Steam blasted out of the kitchen like the cooks were trying to season the air. Chen ordered all the courses. Tofu pudding with piping hot dipping sauce, beef with Sichuan seasoning, and the chef's signature, braised pork belly with fermented cabbage at the bottom. "This one's my regular go-to. When you put it in your mouth, it just melts. So good, only in Chongqing," he added, hands moving like he's playing an invisible accordion. Then came the 1,000-year egg. "It tastes like MSG," Chen provided. And when diners nearby half turned their heads to check if the foreigner liked it, Chen saw my expression of delight. In his Trump voice, he declared, "I love this man. He likes everything. He likes every controversial food." Outside, skyscrapers broke through the fog like theatrical scenery. More fans, more phones, and then a visit to Chen's barber, Mr. Tom. This is the man who tends to Chen's all-important hair. "He's very professional, this man," roared the Trump voice. Chen sat. The shears hummed. He coached the cut like a director choreographing his own silhouette. "I'm going to look 30 pounds lighter after this. We had a promise, right? A deal is a deal, right?" Cut, dust, brush, reveal. "Fantastic," Chen said as he studied his reflection. Mr. Tom echoed, on command, "Fantastic." Chen says he enjoys what he does because laughter bridges boundaries, even between superpowers. His fans say the same thing, that he shows them a China that feels confident, funny, and cosmopolitan. And as someone who arrived in China only weeks ago, I found myself enlightened by a Trump impersonator in a part of the country that's not usually high on tourist itineraries. Chen's wide appeal with audiences in the US and China suggests that language is no barrier when it comes to sharing a laugh. And as for what's next, he's slowly winding down his day job in an architecture firm and would like to pursue acting full-time. There's also his dream, audacious, perhaps cinematic, of visiting the US for the first time. More to the point, he'd like to dive into New York, the city that gave us Trump. I'd like to embrace the chaos a little bit to see how it really feels. Yes, Chen's voice is impressive. Yes, the viral fame is ascendant. But by dusk in Chongqing, it hit me that the loudest thing Chen needs from his imitation is probably also the simplest: joy.